All right, metalheads, welcome to the Keep It Metal Show. We have Sami from Free Spirit. Man, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you, Billy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So now, tell us a little bit about the band. How long you guys been around? How long you known each other? When did you first start?
Okay, yeah. The band Free Spirit, as a name, Free Spirit, started late '90s, but this lineup we're formed in 2006. Marco joined a bit later, but me and Pasi, our drummer and bass player Nasu, we've been knowing each other since we were kids back in the '80s, and our friendship goes back there.
Very cool, very cool. Now, how'd you guys decide on the name Free Spirit for the band?
Well, actually, our former guitar player, our first guitar player, came up with the name, and he actually picked it up from the Friedrich Nietzsche's book Antichrist. You know, famous philosophy. Friedrich Nietzsche from Germany, where he talks about free spirits, people who are free from any religions or politic isms or something like that, and we thought it would be a cool name for a rock band.
Cool, man. Very cool, very cool. So, tell us about the songwriting. Is there one main songwriter? Is it a group effort? How do you do that?
Yeah, well, it depends. This new album we've been working, basically, most of the songs came out by Vesa, our guitar player, came up with an idea of a guitar riff or something like that, and then we made a demo of it and added lyrics and melodies, and you know, we wrote the songs in a small pieces, and suddenly the song seemed like now it sounds like what we want it to sound like, but it's you know, sometimes it comes with a melody line or drum beat or something like that, bass line. One of the songs came out of a bass line.
Cool.
Which is well, it sounded cool, and we start building layers on top of it. But it changes. But mainly it's Vesa who brings new ideas and gets you know, the process going on.
Very cool, very cool. So now, how would you describe your music to people?
Well, of course. Our influences are back in the 80s and 70s when those big bands like Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, well, Whitesnake, Iron Maiden, Bon Jovi, you name it, were big names. But we like to, you know, mix things that I think in this genre. Sometimes people are you know, copying too much, because if you're like doing a Whitesnake type of blues rock, then it's, you know, you use all the elements that they used back in the days. But we what we try to do is, you know, mix up things that we may sound a bit like, sometimes a bit like Def Leppard meets Bon Jovi or anything like that. That's something like that. And of course we try to you know, try to develop what if those big bands that are so important, as if they were doing their thing right now, this is what we believe they may sound like. So it's you know, mixing up things, and of course we have influences that are from bands like The Doors, Pink Floyd, ABBA, Alphaville, you know,
right.
Whatever. out of this main genre that we are playing, but it's always difficult to describe what kind of music you are playing because you hear it a bit different than the audience.
Very cool, brother. Now, do you play a lot of live shows?
We haven't played live shows during the recording sessions. Last 2 years have been slow with live shows, but we're looking forward to start live shows this spring. First shows are in May here in Finland, and hopefully we get more shows here in Finland during the summer. And if we're lucky, next fall and perhaps 2014, we are ready to go to Europe and perhaps even US.
Oh, very good, very cool, very cool.
Really looking forward to that.
Yeah. So now, what would you say are the best and the worst things about playing live shows?
Best things are always audience. I know this is cliche, but you get the energy from the people. That's a fact, and that's the best part. And worst part, it's always, I guess it's technique. You know, when your equipments don't work like they should, that's always it's a bad thing. But seeing people and playing live with them and having fun with them, that's the best part, definitely.
Cool, man. So now, when did you first get involved with music? When did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
I guess I was like 10, 11 years old when I saw music videos from bands like Bon Jovi, Twisted Sister, Wasp. They were so cool with the blades, you know.
Right.
I guess the one point I can pick up is when I saw Bon Jovi's video "You Give Love a Bad Name" for the first time, and I thought that was something that I wanna be like, and that's one of the moments I remember that I decided that I also want to play rock music.
Cool, man, cool. So now, how about the first song you can remember learning?
My own song or someone else's.
Someone else's. The first song, very first song.
Yeah. I guess it's "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple.
Oh, cool.
At least the riff, the guitar riff,
right,
you know.
Right. Very cool. Very cool. Now, so who would you say your personal musical influences are?
Well, I admire lots of people. Of course, one of my heroes is Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah.
And I have mentioned Bon Jovi so many times already that I have to pick him up again. And Ian Astbury from The Cult, he has a great voice.
Oh, yeah.
And as a songwriter, there are many people. I love Def Leppard. I love the way they build up the layers on their music, and also don't tell anyone, but I'm also a big ABBA fan. those guys, I mean, they're genius. Because I'm not into their music so much, but when you listen to the songs, they're just brilliant. How they build it with very simple structures, and still they can find the hooks almost out of nothing.
Right. So now, what music do you listen to?
Nowadays, I try to listen all kinds of music because it's good to have influences from everywhere. But I guess I have to admit that those 70s, 80s records are still the best albums I know. If I have to mention perhaps Def Leppard's that. What's the name of the album where they have these songs, Animal and Pour Some Sugar? And it's History.
Historia. Yeah.
History. Yes,
yeah.
yes. And that's one of the greatest albums that still I like to go back and listen to it. And what they have done, like over 30 years ago, it's still amazing.
Cool. And they're still going strong. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. I would love to see them live.
Cool. So now, when you're not writing, rehearsing, doing things for the band, what do you like to do for a day off, man? What do you enjoy doing?
I guess nowadays I like to do something physical exercises. Skiing, cross-country skiing, riding with my bicycle, running. I like running. I've been running like last 3-4 summers, and I also like to roller skate with our drummer Pasi. He also bought roller skates last summer, and it's just fun to to exercise. I'm not an athlete, but it's fun to not just laying around and drink beer. It's it's good to go and have some fresh air too.
Yes. Very good. So now, what would you say is your biggest rock star moment?
My biggest rock star moment. That would be something like when I was a kid. Our first band performed at this festival we had in school, and there were like 500 people in front of us, and it was the first big gig ever. And I remember when the show started, and we were the first band, and people started up cheering and giving that loud noise that I never forget it. It's one of the first, but still one of the biggest rock star moments. Of course, I have had plenty of them since, but because it's first, it's so strong in my mind.
Yeah.
It's still strong. Yeah.
Very cool. Most memorable. Cool.
Yeah. So,
does Free Spirit have any Spinal Tap moments you want to talk about?
Too many. I remember once when we were far north from our hometown, and we left early in the morning, and we checked that we have enough gasoline for the next stop. But because we left so early in the morning, most of the gas stations weren't opened yet, and they didn't have those automatic gas pumps there. And 10 kilometers before the first big town where there was 24/7 gas stations, we ran out of gas, and it was so embarrassing. Typical moment in a rock band's life, that you're standing beside the road and trying to hitching a ride to the next gas station in the middle of nowhere, early in the morning, like 6 a.m. or something like that.
Oh God, funny, very funny.
Yeah.
So now you're working on your new CD.
Yep.
Would you say Free Spirit has evolved since the beginning?
Yeah. I guess if I have to compare this new CD to our first album, I think we have found ourselves as a musicians. I mean, we're not trying to prove anything. At least we're trying to do things much as simple as possible to get the energy out of every song, and we're concentrating more and more on lead melodies and also backing vocals. And I think me as a one of the songwriters and Vesa, we have now we know each other better, so it's easier to write songs, and the whole band is, of course, during these years tighten up, because we know who we are as musicians, as a human beings, and our goal is now even more clear than during the first album.
Cool. Now, what advice would you have for bands just starting out?
Keep it simple. Keep it simple as possible. Keep it simple, stupid. one of the this hockey coach here in Finland always says, "Keep it simple, stupid," and that's true, because well, every band they have to try their limits as musicians and songwriters, of course, but at least in our music it works better the less you try to show off, because when you have a certain level of how you control your instrument and things like that, you don't have to prove anything. You just concentrate on bringing out the melodies and harmonies, and it's much more easier to the audience to listen to songs the simple they are.
Cool, man, cool. So now, are you on a label? Are you looking for a label?
We have our own label, which we do record deals in different territories with different companies. We have a company here in Finland and in Northern Europe that distributes our records, and then we have a company in Japan that we have a license deal with them, and we are looking new companies in Central Europe and in Great Britain and also in US.
Cool, very cool. So,
yeah.
What would you say is the ultimate goal for Free Spirit?
To tour, to have a world tour, to visit places like US and Far East and South America. I guess the ultimate goal for every rock band is to perform live and to have big audiences, and of course if we ever get to have a concert like in a big arena, that would be something. That would be really something. Maybe someday. Someday.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So now you put off live shows because of recording, but you plan on doing more live shows?
Yeah, of course, as much as possible, because I think this new material is very live friendly. It sounds like music for big arenas, and nowadays it's obvious that every band has to tour, and we love playing live, and it's the goal when you write music and record it and put out CDs is that you get on road and meet people and play live in front of audience. That's of course our biggest aim at the moment.
Cool. All right. Where can the listeners find Free Spirit?
First you should go to Facebook, facebook.com/freespiritrock and find the links, or freespiritrock.com, our homepage. But Spotify is one of the places where you can find our music. Also iTunes, Amazon.com. I guess it's not easy to order CDs right now. I mean the first album, but when this second album comes out, I'm sure it's available in many places. But in digitally, it's much easier today to go to Spotify or iTunes or places like that, and they have first album, and as soon as we know the release dates for the new album, it will be also on those places too.
Cool, very cool. Well, Sammy, I want to play a song from the first CD.
Okay,
my
great.
favorite song. My favorite song off this CD. I listen to it all the time. Heroes Don't Cry.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that song?
Yeah, it's a song about. Okay, I tell you the whole story. It's a song about my history. I'm from a family which suffered alcoholism. Both our parents were alcoholic, and in every family suffering this disease, there is some of the kids takes the role of a hero. He doesn't. He takes care of everything and try to take care of that. People don't see how bad things are back in home, because when you're in an alcoholic family, you try to hide the problem until the end, until it's until it's impossible to hide it anymore. And heroes don't cry. It means that I took the role of an hero, and whatever happened, I just I thought that I have to be the hero. I can't show my feelings, and I just have to take care of my little brother and things. But actually, well, that's the story behind the song. But well, I have to say that nowadays things are much more better. Our father is he's a CEO in a company that helps alcoholic people. So and he hasn't drank like since 1998 or something like that.
Wow.
And things are better. We lost our mother, which is terrible thing. But this song is. I know it's a beautiful song, and it's full of hope, and it should bring hope to people. But there is a sad story behind it.
It's a very, very, brother, very, very sad story, but excellent song.
Yeah, thank you.
Song, man. All right, Sam. I want to thank you, brother.
Thank you
for the interview today, calling in, hanging out with me today. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Finally speak with you, man. This is great. But thank you. And anytime when the new CD's ready, you want to come back, you definitely have a home here. We'll hook you up. We'll get you back on air, man. All right, listeners, check this out. This is Heroes Don't Cry from Free Spirit. We'll be right back.
I still remember those days of our innocence, rising clouds on horizon. We laughed in the sun, how we used to sing for the moon, howling with wolves through the night. Now I'm standing on ruins all alone by the broken throne, just too defeated to cry. We were abandoned by God, blinded by love. God, for all the glory, for the one without name, for the bringer of pain. Oh, when restless are waters, I'll come like a hero, and heroes don't cry for love. I still remember the touch of my lover, the warmth of the spring morning sun, and like a hero storm, darling. I thought